guys, DangerousThing here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you enjoyed my little clip of me monkeying around in my brand new t-shirt that I just got today from Boom Beach, and I cannot get enough of it. Look at this dude, isn't he absolutely awesome? So yeah, I'm home right now. It's kind of late. I got back from work and decided that I'm gonna record because, you know, I got my present and I was really super stoked, and I mean, when do I not want to play Boom Beach and record videos for you guys? So I'm home, it's late, therefore my hair is up, and I'm in a pretty relaxed state of mind. So I'm just gonna show you a few things that went down a few days ago. My TF has been every day on the mission. Every 24 hours we start a new task force operation, and so I'm gonna go over a few things that I don't think I've showed you yet, and hopefully you can check out some of the awesome players that have recently joined my task force. We had a few guys that rotated out, yeah, and one of the guys that just joined my team, actually, he also has a Boom Beach channel, a YouTube channel, so I'm gonna drop his name below, and please comment below, Op Destroyer, so you can go and check out his videos. He does really awesome things with all Zooks and hookah attacks, so check him out. He's really cool. But let's jump into this video and I will show you what went down a few days ago when we started Operation Upper Lip. So Operation Upper Lip was actually not the highest difficulty level at the time. I think it was normal difficulty level, so we basically took a few tries to finish it off, as you can see, and coincidentally I was actually the last person to finish off the entire operation, so that was kind of cool. Okay, so there were, as always, a few bases, and of course, as always, various degree of difficulty, and so let's jump in and go through them. So Lufezi, also known as Luke, he was the one who started off the entire attack. Luke is usually super eager, so he jumps in right away as soon as the operation starts, and if I know you, Luke, by now, I know that you love to attack with all warriors. So let's watch what he did here, and let's see how far into this operation he was able to get in. So from what I understand, the plan here was to try to take down the rocket launchers right in the middle, and Luke tried his best to take down all 4 of them, but only succeeded and took down 2, which was a great effort. He didn't back down this time, because sometimes he does this thing where he knows where, you know, he's not gonna cause any more damage and get any more victory points. He'll just save his troops for the next attack and he'll back off. And, you know, people sometimes get mad about it, but I think it's totally okay when you know that there is no way that you're gonna cause any more damage to any single building on the base. Why not? You know, it's just his personal choice, and totally fine with me, man, just if you're watching. Yeah, so he took down 2 out of 4 rocket launchers of the cluster, and you know, I think I've mentioned before, we have a pretty tight TF, so we you know, talk to each other a lot, and we just sort of talk about the plan, and we leave notes and whatnot. So now let's watch Flo. Flo is one of the top players in my task force. He also is an officer in my task force, so if you're accepted by Flo, he will be the one to say welcome to you if I'm not online. And Flo, as we all know, loves his combination of Scorchers and tanks. He does well with it every single time, which why wouldn't he? He's super high level player, and he's very strategic. So look at those Scorchers just distracting and taking all the heat from rocket launchers, and all the tanks just went hardcore on the power core. Look at that, a little bit repetitive, but that's okay. Okay, so that was Flo, and Yassi was the one who went on conveyor right after Lufezi, or Luke. Luke usually tells me that I don't pronounce his in-game name properly. So he went in also all warriors and tried to finish off the cluster of the rocket launchers, and did so quite successfully, and then tries to direct his troops closer to the core, takes down mortar, takes down what seemed to be a machine gun, and takes down a sniper tower, which was a huge win, because look at this, by now the entire path to the core is totally cleared up. So for whoever goes next, you can just, you know, take a zip line, beeline straight to the core, you know, throw a shocker on a few clusters of buildings around, and hopefully finish it off. But let's see if that's what's gonna happen next. Alright, and after that we had one and only who attacked Flatline. He was the one who opened it up. A lot of warriors attacks today. Look at this. Out of 3 attacks, 2 of them were all warriors. So he basically directs them further away so that they're outside of the reach of the rocket launcher, and then we're going to take down this boom cannon right here. No big deal, no problemo. Taking down little mini power cores, and we will just redirect the troops right over here, take down this little boom cannon over here, and from now on the plan I think is to take down the rocket launcher, and quite successfully at it. He goes, one and only, finishes off just like that. Alright, so Flatline started as well. Now let's see who went next. We had Epic Phoenix who attacked Conveyor, so now this is a 3rd attack on Conveyor in this task force operation. And Epic Phoenix went all Zukas. He better have been boosted up or something, because we know the ladies are pretty vulnerable. What he does is he directs them to the left flank of the base, he heals them up, and has them take down the cluster of these buildings. Unfortunately, doesn't get too far into it. Hopefully, you know, people weren't too harsh on him. I think if he deployed all of his Zukas all at once, and instead of using the flames, the smoke screen, if he just threw a shock launcher on the cluster of these lovely sniper towers and cannons and flamethrowers, he probably could have gotten a little bit further into the game. But it's much easier to judge after the fact, not when you are in the middle of it and sort of reacting and you only have a few seconds to make a decision and you just have to make it and go. But Ali Witwit, who is a very recent recruit of ours who joined my TF just a few days ago, he goes and finished this operation up. Ali also is really good with using his Scorchers and tanks. I'm pretty sure they're maxed out. I think I saw him talking about it in the chat of my TF. But yeah, he basically goes flame Scorchers first and tanks behind. Scorchers can take a whole lot of damage, and he does just that. He puts them in the front line so that boom cannons don't start hitting up the tanks, and he fries them up and clears up the path to the core. Throws some critters to distract boom cannons so that they're not taking out a bunch of the flamethrowers. Why do I keep saying flamethrowers? Scorchers in the tanks, and at this point he's just concentrating on the core, and he is not gonna be, he is now perfectly outside of the reach of all of the boom cannons, so his tanks are totally safe, and he's got one more Scorcher left, and looks like it's gonna go down in flames before the end of the operation, but he actually keeps smoke screening it so that he can save it until for the next attack, probably. Let's see if, yep, no, it actually exploded right before, but down goes the core in probably just a few more shots, and that was totally beautiful. I honestly cannot wait until I upgrade my HQ to level 18 so I can get Scorchers. I am insanely jealous of everyone out there who's got Scorchers and critters. And I know people have mixed emotions about critters, but hey, I think it's always like that. What you don't have, you want to have the most. So I'm just gonna plowing through it, gonna keep plowing through it, plugging away, and I'm gonna get myself Scorchers and critters. You just watch me. Okay, so that was a wonderful finish by Ali Witwit, and then Naughty Zerat went after, and he is trying to take his luck down to the flatline. Let's see what his plan is here. He also is going to go to the right flank of the base, and he's going to direct his Zukas and Heavies further away so that they're outside of the reach of all the defense buildings. And I think his plan here is to weaken up the core, hopefully get a few more victory points on this attack and take down a few defense buildings, which he is working on a mortar right now. And then Zooks and Heavies separate, which usually is bad news because that means Zookas can go down super easily. But he navigates them and he directs them pretty well, so they take down a few more mini power core buildings, and at this point they are going to try to take down a couple more of the defense buildings, and unfortunately Zukas get wiped out by super powerful rocket launchers. So that was a very mighty effort, you naughty you. And let's see who went next. Generally seen, he also is an officer in my task force, so if we lose any members and he's seen welcomes you in, he is a wonderful host, and I believe he currently is finishing up his holiday in Italy before he heads back home. So say ciao to him next time you see him on my channel. So his scene goes down with his Zookas and heavies, and he directs them further away. Once again, very similar plan to previous players, and he throws another flamethrower so that they regroup, so the Zookas go behind heavies, and the plan here is to take down a few more defense buildings, and Zooks and heavies start to separate, which, like I said, is usually bad news, because Zookas do not last long on their own, and they're just plugging away at a few more of the power cores, and with just 20 plus seconds left, he is not going to be able to take down any more of the defense buildings. So that was that. Ciao, General Hissine. Thank you very much for your wonderful effort in this task force operation. And so then Masakraha goes ahead and he finishes up Flatline. Let's watch what he does here. Alright, so he deploys his troops in the very same position where everybody else did before, and it is not because there is lack of ingenuity and imagination. It is a proven path. He has a plan, and he knows that if he directs his troops properly, he's going to stay away from the damage of the sniper towers, and he'll be able to get his troops close enough to the power core where they can regroup. He's probably going to throw a shocker right over there. He's going to shock the mortars, and he's going to shock the rocket launchers and just direct his Zookas at the power core, and down they go. So that was really smart use of GBE, smart use of shocker, gosh. And yeah, he took down the entire base, courtesy of all the previous players that contributed before, and so that was really wonderful. And then we had Nino, who went ahead and attacked Atlas. So this is the first Atlas attack in this operation, and let's see what Nino does. Nino goes in with his tanks and a few boats of medics, actually 2 to be exact, and what he's going to do here, he's going to shock the rocket launchers and try to take down launchers so that he can clear up the path for the following player. And unfortunately, medics are trying really hard, but the splash damage of those defense buildings is super high, so he takes down as much as he can before he retreats, so that he can save the lives of his wonderful medics. And then we had Chi Village, who also went ahead and contributed to Atlas. Let's see what Chi Village does here. He's gonna destroy these shock rocket launchers and then deploy his heavies, and more heavies and Zookas try to take down rocket launcher on the left, and he's got 2 medics trying to keep heavies alive, which they did really well. They were able to take down rocket launcher, and that is basically the end of this operation. He retreats with just 1 heavy left. So Atlas so far has been a tough cookie. So then let's go ahead and see what Death Warrior did. He deployed 2 Scorchers, a few heavies and Zookas, and he is gonna go ahead and go from the left flank, take down some of the flamethrowers, and try to take down a few of the boom cannons. Now the damage is starting to come in from rocket launchers from both right and left flank, and he's just trying to do his best to take down as many of the defense buildings as possible, and down he goes. I really love, I know it's kind of weird, but right before the Scorcher, you know, is done, and like it kind of like not bubbles up, but the energy kind of collects and then it explodes in an awesome little sort of, I don't know, thunder lightning bolt, and it's actually kind of really cool. That was a really cool graphic job there, Supercell team. Alright, and I, like I said, just happened to have been the last person to attack, and I took down Atlas after all of my previous task force members contributed the best they could to make this operation super easy. So I just deployed my troops, my Zookas and my heavies right over here, and I didn't even have to shock any of the defense buildings because there was not much energy left in the power core. So that was it. So this here was a very smooth operation, upper lip, you guys. I think this was the first upper lip we did in a very long time. I've done upper lip before. I opened up my task force to recruits, so this was our first official upper lip as a task force team. So that was really awesome. And now, since I'm wearing this lovely shirt with this lovely little guy, also known as a rifleman, I've trained up a whole lot of riflemen, and actually finishing up training up medics. So I'm gonna do an attack with all riflemen as a way of paying my dues and you know, appreciating the very first troop we get when we first start playing Boom Beach. I think when you first start up, you get one boat of riflemen, and you get 2 boats, riflemen, and I think you also comes with a heavy, or maybe you get heavy a little bit later. But yeah, this was the very first guy that I've used in an attack when I started boom beaching. This lovely little dude here deserves a lot of love, and he's on my shirt, so I'm gonna do all rifleman attack. So we got 52 seconds left to finish training the medics. Let me go ahead and check if there are any of the bases that I'm interested in. Actually, this base here appeared when on my map as I was playing. You know, when you're playing and then your base appears and it kind of like has like a little, I don't know, why I can't describe it. It basically just like bubbles up and then drops on the map, and then your player appears. So that's what happened with this map, and I think I'm gonna try my luck on this guy. Also, his nickname or his Boom Beach name is written in Russian, so I can't resist to attack. It's very Russian of me to try to attack my very own Russian comrade. So let's take a look at his base, and he's got a few rocket launchers. He's got 2 rocket launchers to be exact, 1 level 5 and 1 level 3. So I think I'm going to be able to take them down no problem. He's got all of the economy buildings on the right, which seems to be kind of his way of diverting your attention from the HQ, which I think I'm actually going to go for it. I'm going to throw in a barrage right here, take down all the mines, take down rocket launcher and the second rocket launcher too, and see what's going to happen. Also to mention, I have boosted up my statues. I've boosted up my troop damage to 56%, my troop health to 20%, and my GBE to 72%. So hopefully that's going to be easy breezy, beautiful, and a super flawless attack. But then you never know. I haven't used all riflemen in a very long time, all riflemen. So let's see what it's going to come down to. Will I be victorious? I hope I will. All right, let's jump in. Okay, deep breath. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna take down this rocket launcher because it's gonna start hitting up my guys super early, way earlier before anything else is gonna reach them. I mean, obviously, the cannons have pretty nice far reach, but I'm gonna go ahead and take this one down as well. And I'm gonna now throw in the barrage right over here to take down all of the mines, and if not all, at least most. I'm going to throw in right over here. Okay, go ahead, let's explode, and let's go ahead and direct our guys right over here, and they will just go and do what they do best. Look at that sea of riflemen. Just follow. Oh my gosh, look at those beautiful formations. They are just so awesome, you guys. So super awesome. And so far, none of them are getting hit up by the defense buildings, so I'm gonna start throwing the barrages at them so that I can prevent any of the damage caused by those lovely buildings, lovely defense buildings, to my wonderful little tiny beautiful riflemen. Look at those little guys. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and throw barrage right over here. And I'm gonna shock this right here. Gonna shock this right here. And throw a med kit right over here. I know we have medics there, but that's okay. I'm gonna throw a shock right over here. And so far everything is looking pretty good, and down it goes. I still have 13 gunboat energy points left, and down it went. Victory, you guys. Whoa, and look at that. We got 1 intel map, 227 gold, 176,000 wood, and some stone and some iron. All right, so this was a really cool video, you guys. I am super excited and super thankful for all of you guys that watch my videos, that participate in my task force operations with me, for all of your comments, all of your likes, and, you know, and just thank you so much for being here with me. been really wonderful. I have never thought, 3 months ago that I would have nearly 700 people checking in with me every once in a while, watching my videos, giving me their advice, asking me how I'm doing, and it's just really, really amazing to get all your support, and I am really, really looking forward to everything else that's about to come our way, and I can't wait to bring you more episodes of Boom Beach, Clash of Clans, and whatever else I may end up playing in the future. I'll catch you guys soon. Dangerous Thing is out.